If you want your ex back, or you just want them to realize that they made a mistake and regret their decision, there's one rule that you absolutely cannot break. You cannot let them see that you still care. Because there are subtle signs that instantly tell your ex that you're still emotionally invested in them, even if you think you're hiding it. And the problem is that most people send these signals without realizing it. They think that they're playing it cool, but their behavior, their tone, even their priorities are quietly telling their ex the exact opposite. And every time that happens, it pushes their ex a little further away. People accidentally reveal they still care in ways that they don't even notice. Maybe you reply to their text instantly while pretending you're busy. Maybe you try to sound casual but still ask questions about their life. Maybe you tell yourself you're just being friendly, but deep down, you're hoping they'll feel something again. Now, your ex is going to pick up on these signals immediately. They can feel when you're still emotionally invested. And when they sense that, it completely removes the mystery that would normally make them curious about you again. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 behaviors that secretly reveal you still care, and how to eliminate them so that your ex starts to see you very differently. One of the strangest things about breakups is that your ex often starts showing interest again only after it feels like you've stopped caring. When you're chasing them, they pull away. But once you stop putting pressure on them, that's when something changes. Suddenly they're curious again. They wonder what changed, and they start paying attention. And this happens because when the pressure disappears, they finally have space to stop running. They have room to miss you. And they start to worry that you might actually move on. But that only happens if they believe you truly aren't invested anymore. So let's talk about the behaviors that make your ex think that you still care and how you can eliminate them. The biggest signal that tells your ex you still care is urgency. When you're stuck in the emotional shock of a breakup, everything suddenly feels like life or death. You feel like you have to fix things immediately. You need answers, you need reassurance. And that urgency shows up everywhere. You text too quickly, you over-explain things, you react emotionally to small comments. Even if you're trying to appear calm, your mindset is still operating in fight or flight mode. And your ex can feel that. And it shows up in subtle ways. Maybe you reread every message they send, trying to decode it. You worry that if you say the wrong thing, you'll lose them forever. You feel like every interaction is some kind of test you have to pass. And because everything feels urgent, you start making emotional decisions instead of strategic ones. You reach out when you shouldn't. You explain things that don't need explaining. You react to small things that normally wouldn't bother you. Now, your ex might not consciously understand why, but they feel that pressure. And pressure makes people pull away. So the only way to eliminate this signal is to create distance from the source of that urgency. And in this case, the source is your ex. So stop checking in with them. Stop hanging out with them. Stop texting them just to see how they're doing. If they message you, only respond if there's a legitimate reason. And really, there are no half measures here. You need a real break from them if you want your emotional state and the signals that you're sending to actually change. So give yourself a few weeks, even a month. And that, in fact, leads directly into the second signal. When you are going through a breakup, your stress levels are naturally going to be elevated. Your brain is constantly replaying conversations, imagining worst case scenarios, and trying to regain control. But when that stress spills into your behavior, then your ex notices. They see somebody who looks overwhelmed, emotionally unstable, or just desperate for resolution. Imagine your ex runs into you a few weeks after the breakup. If you still look exhausted, anxious, and emotionally drained, well, what message did that send? It tells them that the breakup completely destabilized you. But on the other hand, if they see somebody who looks calm, focused, and back in control of their life, that creates a very different impression. Instead of thinking, they're still stuck on me, they start thinking, wait, what changed? And that curiosity is exactly what you want. And that's why going no contact alone really isn't enough. Some people stop talking to their ex, but then spend the entire time obsessing about them, waiting for a message, checking their phone every 5 minutes. And that doesn't actually change the energy that you're projecting. So during that time, you need to actively lower your stress levels. So focus on things that calm you down and help you to feel normal again. Exercise, hobbies, spending time with friends, getting outside. Because when your ex eventually sees you again, the goal is simple. You look relaxed. You look stable. You look like somebody who isn't emotionally spiraling anymore. And that's a completely different signal. After a breakup, it's very easy to fall into a mental loop where you tell yourself the relationship was everything, and now you've lost it all. But when you think this way, it quietly leaks into your behavior. Your ex senses that they're still the center of your world. But here's something many people don't realize. A huge percent of couples actually do break up and later reconnect at some point. Breakups aren't some rare catastrophic event that means the relationship is permanently over. They're actually incredibly common. Think about the couples that you know, friends, coworkers, family members. A surprising number of them broke up at some point before eventually getting back together. But you rarely hear those stories because people don't like talking about their messy relationship history. They only show you the polished version. So when your own relationship hits a rough patch, it feels like you're the only one going through it. But you're not. Breakups are often just a chapter in a much longer story. And when you internalize that idea, then your mindset changes. You stop seeing the breakup as a personal failure. You stop seeing your ex as the only source of happiness in your life. And when that shift happens internally, then your behavior naturally just becomes more confident and grounded, which in fact leads perfectly into the next one. One of the biggest reasons that breakups do hurt so much is because your ex became your North Star. They were the person that you built your routines around, your plans, your emotional support system. And when that disappears, obviously, it leaves a huge void. And if your ex sees that your life still revolves around them, it reinforces the idea that you're stuck. What changes their perception is when they see you actually moving forward. Not pretending or trying to make them jealous, actually moving forward. When your ex starts hearing about the things that you're doing now, it creates a powerful shift in how they see you. Maybe they hear that you've started training for a marathon. Maybe you've thrown yourself into a creative project. Maybe you're traveling more, reconnecting with old friends, building something you're proud of. Then suddenly the version of you that they remember from the breakup, the one who seemed emotionally dependent on the relationship, no longer matches the person that they're seeing now. And that disconnect is going to create curiosity. And they start wondering, what else about you they might have misjudged. And as I've said in many of my past videos, curiosity is the first step toward attraction. Now, this is where things get uncomfortable for a lot of people. If you want your ex back, you eventually need to become somebody who has options again. That doesn't mean rushing into a serious relationship or forcing yourself to date when you're not ready. But it does mean at least opening the door to meeting new people. Because nothing signals I'm moving on more clearly than somebody who's willing to connect with others again. So when your ex realizes that other people find you attractive, something interesting happens psychologically. They start to see you through a different lens. You're no longer the person who was chasing them after the breakup. You're now somebody who other people want. And human nature being what it is, scarcity changes perception. So they start asking themselves questions like, did I make a mistake? Was I too quick to walk away? Even if they'll never say those things out loud. Now, how you handle this does matter. You don't want to rub it in their face by, posting dates all over social media or bragging about it. But you also don't need to hide it. Just treat it like a normal part of your life. Now, sometimes you won't actually feel like you're over your ex, most of the time, in fact. And that is completely normal. But when that happens, there's a powerful question that you can ask yourself. How would I behave right now if I truly didn't care anymore? And this question instantly changes your perspective, because instead of reacting emotionally in the moment, you step back and you start to think strategically. Someone who's over their ex doesn't obsess over every interaction. They don't analyze every word. They don't feel the need to prove anything. They just simply live their life. And when you start to model that behavior, even before you fully feel it, your emotional state slowly begins to follow your actions. So imagine you're going to a party and you know your ex is going to be there. Maybe they're even seeing somebody new. Now, if you were genuinely over them, how would you handle it? You wouldn't stay home hiding from the party. You wouldn't confront them or create drama. You just show up, talk to your friends, have fun, and enjoy your night. And if your ex came over to talk, you'd be polite, but you wouldn't cling to the conversation because your attention would be on your life and not on them. And that behavior sends a very powerful signal. Now, some people try to prove that they don't care by being cold or sarcastic or even downright hostile towards their ex. But that generally actually just reveals the opposite. Strong negative emotions still show emotional investment. I mean, think about the people you truly don't care about anymore. You don't hate them, you don't resent them, you simply don't think about them very much. And that is the emotional state that you want to project to your ex. So when you interact with them, you're pleasant and you're relaxed, but you're also not seeking their validation or attention. And when they notice that change, it often creates a surprising reaction because the person that they expected to still be emotionally attached suddenly isn't. Now, if you remember one thing from this video, remember this. Your ex doesn't lose attraction because you cared about them. They lose attraction when they feel like your entire emotional world still revolves around them. And the moment that changes, the moment they see you living your life without chasing them, their perception of you is going to shift. And that shift is often where reconnection really truly becomes possible. Now, if you want a step-by-step strategy for your specific breakup situation, you can go to breakupbrad.com/plan and use my custom plan tool. Just answer a few quick questions and it'll tell you exactly what you should be doing next based on your situation. Try it out 100% for free at breakupbrad.com/plan. And of course, if this video helped you, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that next video.